Hello students. So now I will be telling you about the web service. Okay, so whether it is a web service or whether it is a web API or whether it's a microservice, one and the same only. Slight change will be there in the syntax usage. Okay, but in the project you have to implement compulsory this web API. In the when the person is evaluating, just tell microservice I have implemented. Okay, but everything is same: web service, web API, or microservice. Everything is same. So let if you go in the chart GTP once, if you check this one, if I'm going, I was just checking the chart GTP. Okay, suppose web service, creating a web service, creating a web service, creating a web service. Okay, service. Let me write creating the web service. Hmm. In ASP.NET MVC, create a web service. What type of web service you want to create, which is returning a list? Creating a web service, returning a list in ASP.NET MVC. I created this chart GTP or GPT, or whatever maybe. He's giving me some solutions to me. Okay, .axmx file with the extension of the service. Okay, suppose he has created a service, okay, where it is returning a list of elements, maybe products or anything. Okay, like this. Already he is creating a list of products. And this is the product class. One method is returning, web method on the top will be there, and this is the class, and it is returning that one. Okay, just you have to create that service, and you have to run that one. It will be stored in the XML format. I can convert into HTTP, the JSON format also. Okay, the web services will be in two formats, either XML format or JSON format. So generally, you have to show them that it is a JSON format and all. Okay, so he has given some explanation. He has given. You can check it. Now I will go with the code. Okay, so whatever code I am writing, I will paste it in the notes, and the same thing I will supply it to you. Okay, so let us go. So it will give a lot of examples you can understand. Okay, I'm just telling you to explore. Okay, now let us go with the program. So first of all, what I told, I'm having a SQL server. In the SQL server, these are the two tables I'm having. Okay, if you don't have these two tables, for those two tables I'm providing the script to you. Where is the script? Suppose this is a table script. Okay, definitely in the Bosch database you have these two tables. Okay, you need not have to worry about that one. These two tables you are having. Okay, right now for example purpose I'm taking this one, so I'm just pasting this one here. Okay, script for the database, script. Okay, I can write it here, script for the table. Okay, if at all you are not having script for tables. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to perform join between these two tables. Okay, in project there may be a scenario where you are retrieving the values from multiple tables. Okay, and those values you want to display in the screen. Okay, as a report, like this many is the product inbound, like that something. Okay, that thing I want to do it. So join operation I want to perform. So join operation, what join operation I want to perform? This join operation I want to perform. Okay, which join? Already I have told you. Select emp dot this one, this join. Okay, so in this one, these are the columns I want to retrieve it. Okay, these are the columns. So where there are null values are there, that I removed it in order to avoid extra work. This table. So in this one, there is, when I am doing join, I am doing join for department name also. Means what, I am showing department name also. Actually, if I am selecting only employee, I can show department number, but instead of department number, as I have done join, I want to show department name also. Okay, this is my join operation, guys. So this join operation, I'm pasting it for you. Okay, for your understanding. Okay, here in the notes, join operation, I'm pasting it. So now I want to create a web service. Okay, web service or web API or microservice. Say it as a microservice. So how will you create a web service? Open Visual Studio. Okay, separately you do it. Don't integrate with the project. Separately the web service should run, web API should run, microservice should run. That you have to integrate in your project. So from freshly I'm doing this one for you, for so that you can understand it properly. So create a new project. always takes ASP.NET Web Framework, .NET Framework. Next, and let me give some proper name to this one. Okay, employee list service, like that. Some proper name I'm giving to this my web service. Okay, so it should be an empty application. I want to create an empty application, not basic application. Just say create. So in this, I have to add one file, which is a web service file. Right click, add, add. See here, ASMX file will be there. Again, you give this one also EMP list service. You can give this one EMP list, list EMP, EMP collection service, whatever maybe. EMP info data or info list. Any name you give it for this one. Okay, add. So this is a EMP info, means what this class is this one. Okay. So now here I have to add one method. Okay, where I have to connect with the database and I have to add the method. So what I am doing, I am taking this code. I am taking this code from here, which I have done in the morning. Okay, that code I am taking it here. So generally, what is happening here now? I am not taking the value from one table. Okay, I am taking value from multiple tables. Okay, so for that purpose, I need those parameters, one separate class which will store these parameters. Which one? EMP number, E name, job, hire date, and D name. So for that purpose, what I will do? First, I will add one class, employee class, into my table. Okay, into my service where which I am creating now. I'll add one employee class. Right click, add one employee class. I will add it. Add class. I will add it. Okay, because I want to store it in the properties of those this class, and into the collection I want to store, and then I will want to pass, like that I want to do. So you can say this one is employee class. You can give any name. I am giving employee class. So in this, only those properties should be there which are getting retrieved in the joins. Okay, in the join, these properties should be there which are getting retrieved in the joins. So what I will do, I will just take the, see, I'll just take this class, employee class already is there here. So I'll just copy these properties here. Control C. You need not have to copy. You can write it as per your project. You have to write it. Okay, some properties I have written. Done. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns I'm retrieving. Okay, no problem. Now come to the web service. What is that web service? Employee list ASMX file. So here I need to write that web service. Okay, so for writing that web service, what you have to do? I need to connect with the database using system dot data dot SQL client. Okay, this database as usual. Don't tell that I have written edu.net and all coding to the part. Nobody will come and check. Just have to execute the service. Okay, so now I'll just copy this code. You can understand this code easily from the web application 8, what I have written here. Okay, we can just understand this code. So right now, what I am doing, list of employees I want to return it. Okay, what function I want to write? I want to write a web method. Okay, a web method which will execute on the internet. Okay, what is the return type of that method? Public list of employee, which employee, the employee class which I created now, this employee. So list of employees, this is the method I want to call it. Okay, list of employees I want to call it here. So I have to return the list of employees. So again, say list of employee, employee, just press tab, and that only you return it. Return the list of employees. Okay, like this. So I better to say EMP list. It will be nice, EMP list, and here also EMP list. So this web service will return the list of employees. But by connecting to the database, I have to return the list of employees. This join operation I want to implement. So for that purpose, what you will do, you can write the code for the joining or join operation. So I will copy it from here. Okay, morning which I was doing now. From here I can copy the code. SQL connection code, this code, and this much code I am copying it from the database. So here I pasted the code. So what I am doing, this is my server name, and this is the Bosch integrated security, the same command which is there here in the database. I just copied the database command, same to same I copied, which will return the data reader class. Okay, while iterating into the data reader class, One by one values I'm reading from the database and I'm keeping in this class properties. And finally, I'm assigning into the list of employees. My list of employees are then employee list. Into that employee list, I am adding one employee, and that employee list only I'm returning it. That's all. Okay. So this much you have to do. Separately, you write the program. Okay. Don't integrate with the project in the separately. You write it separately. You execute it, and just give the URL into your application into the project you give it. Okay. Okay. This is the one like this I have done. So when I run this web service, what will happen? Okay, not now, advance, just say accept risk and continue. It's running, wait. So I have to just list of employees I have to invoke. So this is the web service, it is getting it like this. First, let us execute this web service. Right now it is in XML format. Let us call this web service first. Later on, I will convert into JSON format and then you will see what to do. Okay. So generally you have to convert into in JSON format. Okay, it will be nice. Okay, well, JSON format is fast comparatively. Okay, so now let me try this one, then let me go with the other things. Okay, this is the employee service is running here. Just it is not running, just now I have closed. Okay, I will stop this employee service. So in your project, I want in my project I want to give this service reference. Okay, so in the service reference, if I want to give, so I'm creating a new Visual Studio application. Visual Studio application, adding this one. So create new project. Now basic application you create ASP.NET this one. Next, let it be web application 12 or consuming the web service. Somebody is consuming web service. Okay, this application wants to consume the web service. This application wants to consume the web service. So just say create basic application. You select. Just say create. Okay, add one controller here. Okay, add one controller. Before adding the controller, you have to provide the reference to the service now. So first you have to run this web service, then you can provide the reference to this one. So I am going into this employee list service. Let me run this service once. Not now. Invoke the service. Copy this one, control C, URL, let it be running. Come to this again and again. I will not add the service. Okay, just I will update the reference. Okay, so that I no need to provide the link. One time we provide the link into the application. So where is that consuming web service? This is the consuming web service application. So right click here in the references, add service reference. You say paste the service which is running online. Okay, so remove this one ASMX file. Let it let give chance to search the service. Yeah, service is there. Select this one and just add the reference of this service into your application. So reference is added. Wait for some time. Let it load for some time. Fast if you do means it will not work. Okay. So service reference is added. Okay. Now this is the controller. In the controller, I'm adding a new controller. Say MVC5 controller. Let it be a default controller. And in this index method, I want to call that service. Okay. So I have to include the namespace using what I have to say. Uh, Consuming web service dot service one reference I have to give. Okay, now I have to what is my program name? Employee list something is there. Na? Employee list soap channel. This only I have to take. Object is equal to new. This one I have to take. Then this object is called to call the method. What is that method? Employee list. List of employees. Still it is showing some error, so let me build this one. Once build the solution, then it will remember that okay, all services are there. Cannot employee, what is that employee info list channel, soap channel, or what is that one? Something I have used in the here also I have used web service one, soap client only, no, soap client object only, soap chart channel client because he is consuming, no? So soap client you say, client you say. Okay, client you say, not channel. So client you say, and this is having a service what, obj dot list of employees services there. Okay, right now it is returning a list of employees. Okay, and it is two list, huh? Dot two list you see, dot two list you see, right? So now take this one, Control X and paste it here. Okay, paste it here, pass it in the view, that list itself. Okay, collection of list. Now go to the view is not there, add view, MVC view. Which template list you select it, and which model class, the model class which you have declared in the service. Okay, microservice. So this employee consuming, not consuming, I say, what is that service name, soap client, yes, okay, what is that one, employee of this, what is that for his service name, that service name you have to give, service one, employee of that service one, which service one which I have created, where for which I am adding the reference, and just say add. So like that the service is created. Okay, now that where the service employee objective created now, that now let us run and see whether you are able to consume that service or not, which is running there. Okay, so yes, I'm able to consume this service. That service is running here. That is why I'm able to consume the service. So what you have to do in the during the evaluation when they are evaluating, na, sir, I have created a microservice. Just in which wait, sir, we are starting this service here. Okay, so you have to show that service is running here. It is right now. You can show them that this is a XML format. I will show you how to get the service in JSON format also. So this service I am accessing here, sir. If I stop the service here, okay, means what? I cannot access that service. You have to tell. Means what? Suppose this service is there. No? Where is this service which I have employee list service? It is running. Stop this service. And now you go here and try to refresh the page. Okay, try to refresh the page or call the page again. It will not work. Okay, error will come. That's all. Error will come, and here see, error will come and your program will stop. Okay, see, in the consuming web service error has come. So why? Because service is not running now. That's why. If you run the service, if you run the service, suppose if you run the service, there is a service employees in info list service. Run the service. If when you run the service, okay, enough. No, the service is running. Again, no need to give reference to this program again. Okay, no need to give reference to this program. This program which where I have written consuming web service, I am coming to that program. Okay, just update this service. Any update service reference, you just do it, and again go to the view of that one and then run the program. See, it is coming. Why? Because service is running. That's why it is coming. Okay. Now what I will do? I will paste the code. I will paste the code of this one. Okay. Not here. Without XML. Without XML. In XML format it is there. Na? That I will put it here. So right now, what you have to do? Understood? Na? So this consuming web service. This is, and this is what. Employee list service, right? Employee list service. Now what I will do, uh, this employee list service is returning in JSON for, in it is returning in which format? It is returning in XML format. Okay, XML format it is returning. Okay, so this code I want to put it, okay, in the notepad I want to put it. Okay, because I will be changing slightly the code here. Okay, the service will change slightly, syntax wise it will change. Okay, so that is why this code I want to put it somewhere else. I want to put this code. Okay, employee list service, and what is there another program, consuming web service. Okay, these two programs I will put it in one folder, guys. Okay, in one folder I will put it for you. One folder I'm keeping in XML format. I'm writing, and this program I'm pasting it here. Where? In this one. See, users Raghavendra, source repos. Now it will be source repos. Two programs. What are those two programs? Consuming web service and employee list web service. Where is that one employee list web service? Okay, where is that one employee list? Here only, yeah. Employee list service and consuming web service control. These two, one control C I will do and put it in this one, so that both the format is comfortable to you, because I'm going to change slides, the syntax and the usage I will change. Done. So in XML format over, but web most of the time JSON format is better. So I'm creating another folder where JSON format I will write. JSON format I will write. Okay, in this one converted code I will do it. Okay, so now I'm coming to the application again. This one, which one? Employee service. So this employee service has to be converted into JSON format. So if you want to convert into JSON format, remove this comment like this. Okay, and you have to add few things here. A few things you need to add. What few things you need to add? Let me check here. See here. This comment. This three namespace, two namespaces you add it into the employee list service after this normal connection. Okay, then I want to return it complete everything. I want to store it in the string return type. All the collections I want to store it in the string format I want to store, but it will give error because here what I am returning list I am returning. This list I want to put it in the JSON serialization. I will do it. Okay, so what I will do, I will do like this. This I will convert that this thing, and I will pass the list here. I will pass the list here, and I comment this code here, and I want employee list, EMP list. So now the output will be in JSON format. Okay, you have to show this one only. In the demo, you can tell don't, he will not see you have converted string or not. Okay, just he will see whether the output is in JSON format or not, or XML format or not. Better show it in the JSON format. These three changes, two namespaces added. Okay, and changes to namespaces added. Wait, two namespaces added, and this on the top, this I have changed. This also you can write it. Script method, this one JSON format. JSON means what? JavaScript object notation. Okay, it is fast. The serialization will happen fast. So this also you add it on the top here. So changes what? These two changes. Next, this is the change. This is not required. Let it be like that only. Comment only. This change, and then finally convert return type into string, and serializing the things. The actually this is the collection type. I'm serializing into Java format, into JSON format by this class, and that I'm returning it. Now the web service has changed. My web service has changed. So as my web service has changed, once you rebuild the solution, okay, rebuild the solution, and no need to add that web service again. If okay, just update the service reference automatically. What changes you have done in the program, it will get it. So now when I run this service after building, and when I'm running this service, okay, what is there? Okay, you have to run from here, from this here I have to run it. It is running still. Run now. Run this service now here. Again, now you see, when you invoke this service, it is in JSON format. This is a JSON bracket started. These and all flower brackets, first employee. This is JSON format. This JSON format I want to give reference into here, where I want to give reference into my consume web service. I want to give reference. So I'm going to the consume web service default controller. Okay, now what I have to do? So my plan is to store that object list of employees. Right now I don't want to pass it into the view like this. Okay, into the view bag I want to store. Okay, so this object dot, what is that one? List of employees. This list of employees is then I want to store it into the view bag. Okay, but this is in JSON format. Okay, which whatever I'm getting from the service is in JSON format. Again I have to convert into I have to deserialize it into another format. Deserialize into another format means what? Into the collection type, and put it in the view bag, and without any model object. If it is, see, in the view bag you can put a property. In the view bag you can put a collection. Everything you can do it. So that's what I'm doing it here. So I'm going here, Web application 9, I have done something like this, viewback.json.deserialize object. Okay, so json dot json dot json convert is there, something like convert, yeah, convert dot deserialize the object, deserialize the object, which object, which is in json format, bring it into the normal format, into the list format, you bring it. That has to be stored in some view bag. In the view bag, I'm storing it here. View bag dot what emp list. Okay, is equal to, like this. I'm doing it. Dot to list dot what is this one? 1 minute. Deserialize object dot list of employees. JSON convert deserialize object. Okay, okay. Automatically this namespace has come. See what is it saying? Of string type. Okay. No problem. So just build it. It will error will go build. Okay. So whatever is there, when I build now, what will happen? It will understand. Okay. Still, what is that error here? What is the error here? 1 minute. Error cannot consume to employee to string type. Employees to string type. Okay. Okay. No problem. So object dot list of employees only. That is what object dot uh, list of employees. That is list of employees. So here, what I have done here in the ninth example, I didn't got any errors here. JSON.deserialize object. Okay, service reference I have given. Okay, okay. What I have to do now? It is still using old one now. Which one? Consuming X service still using old one. So I will just update the service reference now. Okay, and now it has gone. Okay, see, it has gone because I have changed the syntax. I have to update reference. No need to again add service reference if you changed. Now this is the employee list. Okay, this employee list is now view back. No need to send this into this one. Just right click and add a view. Okay, already view is there. Okay, which I have stored already. This view I don't want now. Okay, I'm deleting this view. I want to store it in the delete this view. Okay, so come to this my program, right click, add view. Add view, you say normal empty view, add it. Empty view, add it without any model. Add it. Because right now I'm not using any model now, so without any model you add it this view. And what you have to model is not required because the data is getting stored in what? Into the view bag. Whole collection is there in the view bag now. This you have to iterate it. So for that the code I have kept it in here somewhere. I have kept the code here. I think so. Somewhat, some code I have kept it here. In the web application 9, I have kept the code. So like this, in just one table I created, and I'm iterating that one, that view back. So in the consuming web service, I'm going to the view, and just I'm pasting this way. Okay, that is in JSON format. That I deserialize it, and I'm getting that one. EMP list only, na? EMP list only. I have declared EMP list only. Okay. So now come to the view. In the view, you have to run it. Service is running. See, I'm getting the service here. Okay, JSON format. This is fast comparatively JSON format. XML is a little bit slow. So these two programs again I will give it to you. Okay, which I have changed. Just refer this one. So this is the what you have to do it, guys. Okay, what you have to do. Service, create some services. 3 services you create. What service right now I have created? I have created a service where I am joining two tables. Okay, okay, so where some reports is generating. Okay, report means what? Show me the reports of these things. Means what? Report means what? Show me like this. You can create another web service where some search operation you are doing it. Show me the reports between this date to this date, how many products have been sold. Okay, when you do like that, what will come? One parameter will go inside the service. That program also I have shown you. If you see the programs which I have told you, okay, which I have given you, web service programs and all, which and all I have given to you. Okay, if you observe, open with Visual Studio 22 when I'm taught you. Okay, first time. Simple web service I have created first. Okay, one department number was going. Okay, whether it's true or false. Okay, if it is, you have to return the collection there. Okay, and you have to catch it again in some view list, some employee list by creating that class. These and all you do it. Here again, these things I have converted into JSON format. Okay, the three namespace, two namespaces I have added. Okay, serializing I am doing it and I am sending it. And there I have to do deserialize. I have to do and fetch the values at the front end, and I have to display the things. So these and all things you have to do it. Okay, as it is a part of BRT project. Okay, compulsory they will ask you in the Viva that what microservices you have implemented. Means you have to tell, sir, we have implemented two or three microservices. How show me means somebody should start that service there. Sir, your service is running. See, the service is in JSON format. Okay, better show it in JSON format. Okay, service is in JSON format. This is the service is running, sir. Now I am in my application. From here, I am calling that function, controller function. In the I have integrated that service. See, it is working. If I stop the service, I cannot do the things. So like that, you have to tell that I have implemented a microservice. Okay, like that you have to tell. Okay, hope you have understood what I am telling. Okay, then you can refer in. I also got idea from Chat GTP only. Can I store in ViewBag? Like that, I got idea. What I written in the Chat GTP, I have written in Chat GPT. No? In the Chat GPT, I have written that consuming a web service. Okay, consuming a web service in view bag or something like that I have written since I'm doing it. I'm just checking it all the things. See, you can see checkbox to controller how to take the values. Checkbox to controller how to take the values. Calling web service. Okay, see what he is doing. That and all I was just checking the things. Things you can check. I'm not telling that Chat GPT only. Google or anything you do it. Okay, but try to get the things here done. Okay. Okay. How many minutes I had spoken? 30 minutes. Okay, done. Notes and all I will send it you. I'll send it you